Welcome to my channel today. So today we are going to review this KitchenAid 3-rack dishwasher. I will put the model details in the description. So I bought this almost like a month back in Costco, and they did come and install it. So far it's working pretty good. We are really enjoying it. So I'm going to do a review of this dishwasher. So let's look into this. Of course, outside is kind of silver. So the good thing that I liked about is, right, this is a all silver. It has got a silver tab, and it is a 3-rack dishwasher. It's got 3 racks, which is quite good. I mean, quite big actually. I was able to really add a lot of utensils after like 2 times cooking nowadays, because of this situation, right? Work from home situation. We cook for lunch, we cook the dinner, and are able to kind of load the entire lunch and dinner utensils into this, and able to get this thing done. So let's look at the controls. So here are the controls. I see like 4 cycles. So like Pro Wash, Tough, Normal, Express Wash, and Rinse only. And then if I come to the other side, I have these options: high wash temperature, sanitize, Pro Dry, top 2 racks, and delay cycle, right? And then at the end, of course, start or cancel. So I mostly use this Pro Wash cycle. I think it's mostly automatic. When I say Pro and then Pro Dry, I think it's taking around like 2 hours 53 minutes, which is accurate. I've seen that the wash cycle is completed almost in like 2 hours 53 minutes all the time. And let's say if I include this sanitize, which is supposed to sanitize the dish, now the time increased to 3:31. Likewise, we do have this high wash temperature. We can do that, but I'm not doing it. And then in case if I have less items in the rack, I can choose this top 2 racks, which actually reduces the time a little bit, just 10 minutes really. So usually on a daily basis, this is what I do: Pro Wash and Pro Dry, which is like 2 hours 53 minutes. Usually I kind of start it around like 10 o'clock in the night, and then by midnight, a little over midnight, the wash cycle is completed, and then I'll start drying. And one thing that I really like about is the fan enabled Pro Dry system. So I'm going to have a video capturing the morning when it's done, where you can see that it's crystal clear, along with totally dry, even if I'm kind of like take out the utensils immediately after the wash cycle. So that's a good part. I think that's the benefit of this fan enabled. So overall, yeah, I mean, I think the wash quality is pretty good. It's clean every time, and the space very convenient. Cycles, yes, I think it covers pretty much all the use cases, even though I use Pro Wash almost 99% of the time. And another thing that I really like about is if you look at the third rack is not for the namesake though, so it is really usable, meaning it has got really a lot of spaces. You can mostly put all your silverware and stuff like this here. It can take probably like 10 plus tumblers. On this side you can put all your silverware. Of course, they do have a bin for the silverware. That is also something that I can use. Let me do that. So I'm going to probably use this bin for this today, and then I'm going to start loading this up, and then we'll show you how this looks after loading. I really have some dirty dishes today. I'm going to completely load it today. So we have I think it's a full load. All 3 racks are like totally full, and we're going to see how this is going to work, or how clean the utensils are going to be. The good part is, as I said, it's really taking in lots of utensils. So I'm going to close this off, close this off, close this off. I'm a little worried about that larger pan. Now, of course, it's dirty. So if you see, right, I got like two options. This is for the dishwasher pod, and this is where I think you gotta put the rind side. That is actually helping with any glassware. I usually put a rind side. I'm gonna fill it up rind side today. Yeah, it's not a great fill. It's like a lot of wastage. That's not great. Okay, on the other side we're gonna put a pod. And yeah, I didn't like that part a little bit. It has to be, you gotta push it really hard, otherwise it just keep coming down. So I didn't like it. Now I'm gonna turn this thing on, and going with this cycle, Pro Wash and Pro Dry. Start, and it starts counting down, and then once you start, you always see this green, blue. If it is blue, the dishwasher is actually working. So let's come back in the morning and then we'll see how clean the utensils are going to be, and then we'll continue from there. So now the washing cycle is over. You can see that this white light says that. Let's open the dishwasher and check what is there. So if you see, it's a full load. I see pretty much everything is completed. I mean, I can see that the glassware and ceramic, it's looking pretty good. It's really sparkling, I could say. And rest everything, it's all looking good actually. I kind of like the level of cleaning on this ever silver as well as on the glass and ceramic ware. I think everything is pretty good. I'm going to kind of try keep taking one item at a time and check and confirm that everything is good. But overall I think it's looking good for me. So now let's talk about overall the pros and cons and how I decided to buy this model. After using this for like almost a month, I would say the pros, the 3 racks, really useful. It's not like for the namesake. You can really keep a lot of stuff in the 3rd rack, and whatever that you keep in the 3rd rack, it's also getting cleaned perfectly fine. And the space, I can pretty much dump the entire day's cooking utensils out here, even after like cooking twice a day. That's pretty good. 3rd, I would say the drying. I think the drying is pretty good. I never had a water, or never had anything that's not dry after the cycle is completed. Wow, there's a bug here. That's a fruit fly. And the 4th advantage, or the benefit that I think is the controls. I see the controls are pretty straightforward to use, and I always use the Pro Wash and the Pro Dry, and I do believe the Sani Dry also works perfectly fine. It is cleaning as well as sanitizing the stuff, and I like the fan option. It is probably what making sure that the dishes are really dried out well without any water. So that's a good. And then overall the look, right? I mean, I think it's good. I like it. In terms of cons, I think the only thing that I didn't like about is this handlebar, which I ended up going ahead with. And yeah, I mean, apart from that, I don't think I could think of anything that's a con. Everything else is pretty good. Even the installation was good. I went through Costco. I think they're good at taking care of installing and removing your old dishwasher instrument, so they took care of it. So that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much I could say in terms of pros and cons. Let me quickly talk through how I decided, right? So when I was trying to upgrade my old GE dishwasher, I ended up comparing against the GE, Whirlpool, and also I was looking into Bosch, and I was looking into Maytag, and then I ended up stumbling onto KitchenAid, right? So for a 3-rack silver tab, ever silver tab with 47 or less decibels, I felt this is pretty good deal. That also includes installation and everything, and it's kind of less than $1,000. I think it's probably like $899 or something. So overall, I think the price wise and the capability wise, and I was actually looking for the Sani Rinse and the Pro Wash, and I think it's having the soil reduction capability. Those are the things that I was actually looking for, and for those, this price range, as well as the previous reviews, and also the brand name, with all those, end up going with KitchenAid. I hope this review is useful for any of you trying to decide which dishwasher to replace. Believe me, it's a tough decision. There are like too many options, and too many price range. I mean, lots of price ranges, and it's a lot of feature set. So it's a difficult thing to do. But if you're looking for a decent dishwasher, a little bit on the higher end, really doing its job, and you don't have to really worry about hand washing your dishes again, go for this. Bye bye.